Good morning, it's Jacob from Go Industrial, and I am super excited, like so excited, to introduce to you all the Graco FinishPro GX 19 Cordless. Very exciting way that Graco is starting to innovate, understanding that there aren't all the time these practicalities of power on site, running an extension lead, and they've come up with this neat little package to be a true airless sprayer. So this is exactly the same specification as the current electric GX19 FinishPro with the hopper, except to lean on the DeWalt Flexvolt 54 volt range of batteries, which two do come included with a fast fan cooled charger with the kit, which is awesome. So today we're out here, we're spraying one of our office spaces. You guys all get excited about new tools, we do as well, except the office people are very excited about their new desks, and we want to pretty up the space to make it a nice environment to work in and get more work done. So we're using the beautiful range of Tint Prep and Wall, which is their interior acrylic in So Fresh, So Clean. If you've watched some of our other projects from also our residential repaints, that's a system that we're loving for wall sealing and trim. Some of you painters will be like, oh my God, not more white, please no more white. But for us, it's a nice, bland canvas to work with. So we can make it prettier down the track. We've got some cool projects coming up where we're gonna be a little bit more colorful. But let's get into this FinishPro GX19. 2 batteries included. Should be about 11 litres per charge. We're gonna test that out in this video and actually see how far we can push it. The way that we'd recommend running this, have one in the machine, have one on charge. I understand if you don't have power on site, you won't be able to charge that second battery. So always make sure before you set up the job the next day, charge your batteries the night before. That's on you, not on us, do it. We also have the hopper system, which is a 5.8 litre hopper. Correct me if I'm wrong. Comes with a little strainer that drops straight in. If you're familiar with the finishing kit or with the existing GX19 hopper unit, it's the exact same setup. You've got your drain tube here, which clips onto the side. And I must say, practicality and transportability wise, it is very, very good. It's so clean to work with. A lot of us here at Go have switched out our 390s and our 395s with the finishing kit because we just love the way the hopper system works for particularly spraying interiors. Which, if we're going to start talking about application and where does this cordless sprayer actually fit in the range, I would very much say for if you're needing portability in repaint world, or if you're coming in and doing small batches of trim work at a time, so it's doors, frames, fine finish spraying for skirting boards. If you're coming in and doing things like a strip of cornice, or you've got 1 or 2 bedrooms to paint out, this unit will be ideal for you. It relies on the ProXChange pump system that you typically find on the GX19, the GX21 sprayers. It's a very durable pump. The piston can be replaced over time if you so wish to, but this is designed for, I'd say, small to medium batch spraying applications. I would not be using the GX19 cordless for doing whole weatherboard exteriors with an exterior acrylic paint. This will not be spraying roof membrane. You'll be looking at enamels, you'll be looking at interior acrylics, you'll be looking at stains, varnishes, as well as certain lacquers, oil-based products. We have this grounding clip here, which suggests that, yes, if we are spraying an oil-based varnish, a lacquer, a stain, if you are going to flush the machine with whatever recommended material, being turpentine, metho, it will actually handle those materials. Make sure you ground this sprayer to your metal pail when you're doing so to avoid any spark risk from the batteries, because we do not want any of our beautiful viewers to blow themselves up. Not good. Other features here, we have a small pressure gauge, which is super handy. It's a bit of a fallacy sometimes, and we'll cover this in some other videos, but your pressure will always change depending on what type of hose you're using, what type of paint, etc. But it's still handy to have this as a reference point for if you've got a system down pat with spraying your skirting or your doors. We also have our spray and prime switch or valve on this side here with our pressure gauge. And if we turn the machine around, I am weak, it is light. This is a good match for us. We have our pressure gauge on this side as well, which has all the things that we're used to seeing, as well as a very handy decal, which actually indicates where's our peak performance in terms of low pressure spraying and our batteries, which will very cleverly segue into what hose, gun and tips are best used with the GX19 FinishPro. We have here included 3/16 diameter hose. So this is one step down, slightly narrower in diameter than 1/4 inch. So you will get a slower flow rate if you're using interior acrylics. It will still spray it, but as it's intended, it is so much more flexible to do a lot of finishing work with. So if you're concentrating on trim, skirting, getting in, doing small cupboards, things like that, the 3/16 diameter is ideal. It's essentially a very long whip hose that you'd be usually using with your standard contractor sprayers. This is 7.5 meters length, which comes standard. Yes, you can run standard 1/4 inch by 15 meter hose. You can run the 30 meter hose. Just keep in mind that if you are spraying thicker paints, you might have some issues with tailing with your tips. The Contractor PC Compact is standard with the sprayer, which to me is very exciting. This is my favorite variant of the Contractor PC. It is so lightweight, the trigger pull's 50% lighter than existing Contractor guns. It's a neat little format here in comparison to the original Contractor PC. As you can tell, the handle's a lot shorter. Yes, the filter is a lot shorter as well in the handle. We have the same Contractor PC cartridge system that easily clips out, clips in. You can replace this on site by yourself with no tools. And the included tip with this one here is an actual FFLP 210, which again suggests the entire use base for this sprayer is for trim, it's for decorative elements, it's for architectural elements, small batch spraying. What we recommend with our Cordless series to maximize battery life is one, you will never really have a case where you'll be running this full pressure. If you are, you're doing something wrong, please get in touch. We'll correct whatever you're doing. Use fine finish low pressure tips where you can, because this maximizes one, your finish quality, also maximizes the battery life. We could push that 13 litre mark maybe, we're gonna find out today. Number 3, finish that you're after with this gun ideally, again, is these narrower spray fans. It's for fine finishing. You can use wall tip sealing tips. I would recommend sticking to your FFLP 514s, your FFLP 516s, and if you really must, you should be able to jump up to a low pressure range as well in the LP 517 or the LP 515. Again, primer, walls, ceilings, that's all I'd really stick to. If you are considering using your standard range of LTX blue tips with this FinishPro, this might not be the sprayer for you. Watch some of our other videos to do with the 390, the 395 PC in this small format. You'll be looking at a sprayer that's got slightly higher output and more than likely will not be in the cordless format. So you've probably seen already that the 390 PC cordless has been released. The GX19 is its little brother that's followed. There's 2 sprayers in this cordless range now. They come with the same batteries, they come with the same setup. What is really the difference? Why would I choose this over a 390 PC cordless? And the overall answer is, what are you doing more of? If you're spraying more walls and ceilings, you're getting through repaints, you're doing 3-4 bedroom houses at a time, and you want to rely on a battery system, the 390 PC is for you. It will have a higher flow rate, it has a larger motor. Even though it uses the same batteries, it'll be a best user case for you. I would definitely recommend that machine. If again, you have a second machine already for walls and ceilings, or you're coming into these jobs that only require partly spray application for those jobs, this machine is definitely ideal for you. It's lighter weight, it's more cost effective, and it's got all the good stuff you need, the right hose, the right gun, the right tips to smash out that type of work. If you have any questions, of course, the differences, if you're looking or considering other machines around the range, why you should go cordless, why you shouldn't, you can drop comments. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. Watch our Instagram, send us any DMs. We're always happy to have a chat and help you choose which sprayer will be right for you. Other than that, let's see what this thing does in action. Let's push it to its limit. Let's have some fun. I'm keen to spray.
Yeah, I did that first go, that's pretty good.
This is my personalised Contractor PC. It's got Captain Nino, which is my PlayStation gamer tag. I've got PPJ on the handle, painted by Josh, shout out. We've got Go Industrial up here. Like Need for Speed, it's like customise your own car. Anyway, stop nerding out for a sec. We've got to run a 40 centimetre or a 400mm tip extension. And we're also going to run, because we're spraying ceilings, a CleanShot. Why would I use a CleanShot? One, I need the 180-degree swivel to work for me, not against me. And I need to have a shut-off valve at the end of this. Every time I'm on and off this trigger, the needle stops here, it builds 40 centimeters worth of pressurized paint, and every time I go back on the trigger, it's going to spit. Painful. Buy a CleanShot, use it, because it shuts off, it replicates the needle here and it shuts it off the other end. It actuates, or it works, over 900 PSI, which I'll be spraying about 1400, 1500, and it will just mean a lot less headache when I'm trying to get a seamless finish without spits, drips, and drabs. We'll also tighten this up because if we don't tighten the gaskets on either end, there's a clear gasket in our tip extension and our CleanShot. If you don't compress both, you get paint on your hand here or you get paint on your hand up here. Tips from Jacob, have fun.